Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Shinagi, Ayurveda and medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about how to overcome the problem of low blood pressure. Many of us go through hypotension, that is called low blood pressure or low BP, and we do not know what is the solution because there are drugs to control high blood pressure, but there are no drugs or nothing to control low BP. What to do? How to deal with low blood pressure? But there is something that you can do with the help of yoga and Ayurveda to overcome this problem of low blood. So before we go to the remedies of low blood pressure, first we need to recognize what kind of low blood pressure you are going through. Regarding low blood pressure, it is very important that you go for the root cause. What is the root cause of low blood pressure in your case? The problem of low blood pressure is very common in women as compared to men, in young girls or in women or even in elderly women. You must have seen you rarely see the men are saying like, oh, we have low blood pressure. Rarely it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, it happens, but it's very rare. But in woman case, it is very common. Like every fourth woman, if you ask, like they will say, I have low blood pressure or this problem is there, I don't know what to do. So first is very important how to recognize this low blood pressure. So the first thing regarding low blood pressure comes like you will see your extremities like hands and feet, they are very cold, more cold than other parts of the body. That designates also low blood pressure. And now your hands and feet are cold. There can be many reasons for that. Maybe you have nutrition deficiency, maybe you have anemia, or maybe some other systemic disease that blood is not going to all the organs, all the extremities properly. So you need to evaluate these causes. If you have low blood pressure being a woman and you don't know the cause, like why this low blood pressure is there, so many times it is related with your menstruation, where excess blood flow happens sometimes during periods, that also cause low blood pressure, immediate lowering of blood pressure because excessive bleeding during menstruation. Same thing, same cause also happens during the woman when they are going through menopause, and during menopause also excessive blood loss sometimes happen, heavy bleeding happen, and that also causes low blood pressure. Sometimes after delivery or after postpartum, when a woman is going through postpartum, means after having your child, you are giving so much care to your child, lot of lactation you need to do, and you need to feed your child, and so women stop caring about themselves. They forget to take their iron, they forget to take their calcium. That can also cause anemia or blood deficiency, and ultimately it may be the reason for low blood pressure. If you say about diseases which women are most commonly they feel having low blood pressure, that is the women who are suffering from leukorrhea. This is white kind of discharge that happen in many women, but because it doesn't cause any pain except that lower abdomen pain, and no fever, nothing. So women don't take care about this thing very severely. Oh, like this is big thing we need to treat, or we need to focus on our diet, and they keep going their day-to-day work. That also is the one biggest reason for low blood pressure. So first thing is, if your low blood pressure is because of any of your diseases, whether anemia, leukorrhea, menopause, heavy bleeding, or some systemic disease, then you need to treat your systemic diseases and your blood pressure will become normal. But if you think everything is okay, everything is normal, still the blood pressure is little on the lower side. When I'm saying low blood pressure, that means it is less than 100 systolic, and diastolic like 50, 60, like this. Sometimes also this happens in hypothyroidism also, the blood pressure is on the lower side. So if somebody has hypothyroidism and they are not aware of hypothyroidism, means your thyroid gland, the thyroid gland is not working properly. That also lead to low blood pressure. And if this is the case, then you need to treat your you need to go to endocrinologist, and you need to treat your thyroid function. You need to do thyroid function test and then check your thyroid gland and its functioning. And if your low blood pressure is because of thyroid functioning, then if thyroid will get corrected, naturally your blood pressure will become normal. But if you see like none of these is the problem with the blood pressure, but still you're feeling okay, there is some problem with the BP and it's always low. So there are certain remedies in Ayurveda that you can make use of to make your blood pressure normal. One thing is, many times when we have low salt in our body, because salt in our body is responsible for water retention, and water retention is very important to make your blood pressure stable. So increase the intake of salt. How you can increase the intake of salt? When you are eating fruit, add some salt in it. Which salt? This pink salt, you know, sandhav lavan, sandhav, the pink colored salt that you can use, or rock salt you can use. Not processed salt, but natural salts you use. So this salt you can use in your fruits, in your salads, and by doing this, and this way you can enhance your low blood pressure sometimes, pinch off a little bit more. And you will see, even just increasing the intake of little salt, you will feel like your blood pressure started going to be normal. This is one thing. Sometimes we have very sinking feeling comes in our heart, like, oh, something is bad. So that is also happening because of low blood pressure. So if this kind of feeling comes in you, then also you check for, you also take a water in which, take 1 glass of water, put pinch of salt, little bit of lemon and drink it. Immediately you will feel relieved. Sinking heart situation can be, the reason can be any, like it can be some stress, it can be anxiety, it can be sometimes cardiac issues. And I'm not saying all the time it will be like this, but if you're feeling sinking mood, upset is happening and all other systems are good, and you are feeling like, okay, some you know, something just happening, like it's just like this, then you can add a little bit of salt in your in water, in lemon water, and then you can drink it. This will also immediately bring relief in you, and you will feel more stable and calm. Next, most common remedy for this low blood pressure is decrease in rasa dhatu, that I have also mentioned from the modern perspective. Like if you increase the intake of salt, and water retention will be there, and that also make your blood pressure normal. Like it will help you to elevate your blood pressure if you have this problem of low BP. Another thing is, from Ayurveda perspective, that is lowering down of rasa dhatu. Many times our rasa dhatu, that is the rasa, rakta, mas, med, asthi, majja, shukra, these are the 7 layers of the body according to Ayurveda physiology. And sometimes this also goes depletion, like when, because of not proper nutrition, because of low calcium levels, because of low copper levels, magnesium levels, these micronutrients deficiency happen, that can also cause your low blood pressure. And one of the most common thing is depletion of rasa dhatu. So to enhance this rasa dhatu, according to Ayurveda, you can use raisins or munakka or sogi. It is the word, that the Hindi word that we use, big black raisins with seeds. So these kind of raisins you should use. You should not use the processed raisins, you know, which are treated with some chemicals, and these orange colored raisins are there, and we are hoping like they are very beneficial for our health, but actually they are bad for our health. So you need to make sure, like, you buy raisins from some organic source, like who is trustworthy person or trustworthy company. And these raisins you take, you soak these 5 to 6 raisins in the morning. You soak these 5 to 6 raisins overnight, and in the morning, empty stomach, take these raisins and take its juice. Before soaking, you can wash the raisins also, and take these raisins and take this water in which you have soaked the raisins, and then you just drink it. And after drinking for 40 minutes or 1 hour, you don't take anything else. Many times people ignore, even especially women, they ignore whenever they have heavy menstrual flow. That can lead to low blood pressure. Also, sometimes in menopause, also during menopause phase, when his menorrhagia, heavy flow of blood, that also causes low blood pressure. So in this time, it's very important that you take proper food, proper iron, and if it is excessively high blood, to visit your gynecologist to take advice, like whether it is heavy flow is because of fibroid or it is just normal. So that can also be one of the reasons for low blood pressure, so don't ignore it. This note, I would like to say, stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.